There's a new fan-made edit of the Star Wars A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back that may be better than the originals. Then we've got brand new news on the Atari handheld game system, and lots more retro news coming up. What up to my peoples? Welcome back to Retro Crunch, your nostalgia news show that is all about current pop culture, movies, music, and games that relates to all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. Alright, coming right out the gate, we've got some heavy retro geek culture to cover, so hang on tight. For those that are huge Star Wars fans, and even those that aren't, you should know something about Star Wars Episodes 4, 5, and 6. I'm talking about A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Then we've got the special editions, which were supposed to be George Lucas's remastered films with tons of changes to make the films better. Lucas even said that he wanted to finish the films the way it was meant to be. Well, the problem is, he actually made some changes that many consider to have made it even worse. So this is where a guy named Adywan comes in. This guy Adywan is a Star Wars fanatic that decided to take it upon himself to create the Star Wars Revisited project. His goal is to make all of the fan edits that he and the community of fans thought should be fixed to make the 3 trilogy films great. This guy has made literally hundreds of fan edits to each film that made vast improvements on what many Star Wars fans would consider a must to give the films the continuity and cohesiveness that they deserved. His first project was A New Hope, and then this project was released in 2008. It was met with some huge success and praises from many critics. This release had hundreds of edits alone, and then in August 2017 he finally released the final version of The Empire Strikes Back. I've watched Adywan's A New Hope, and I really enjoyed it. He cleaned up the colors, made tons of seamless changes that helped the film, and I'll give you guys just one spoiler from his edits. Han Solo definitely shot first. He's made the video free to download, and I believe the only requirement is that you already own a paid copy of the official DVD before downloading. So if you're interested in learning more about Adywan and his fan edit, I'll link to his site in the comments section down below. And in more retro movie news, Stephen King's It will be in theaters on Friday, and this nostalgic remake has been on the Stephen King fans' mind since 1990, when the television movie version starring Tim Curry as Pennywise came out. I'd say for its time, it was actually a pretty good movie, but it really does deserve the big screen treatment. And finally, we're going to have that. And then in TV news, the season finale of Twin Peaks: The Return just aired this last Sunday. And it was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. If you're one of those that has never watched Twin Peaks in the early 90s, I would highly recommend you checking it out. But I'd say you'd probably need to like twisted and mind-altering suspense dramas. In other words, you've probably watched shows like Carnival, American Horror Story, or even the X-Files, or maybe even the new Resurrected one. And then onto the retro gaming scene. We are all aware of the Atari box being announced by Atari, but to tide us over, they also announced a new handheld console that will be coming out in November. From what we've learned, it will be preloaded with 50 of the old classic games from the Atari 2600, and the price on the handheld will come out to around $50. From the pictures, the handheld tries to capture some of that nostalgia look that we saw from the old 2600. And early information says that the game controller's response is really good. I'd say the real big downfall to this system is that it does not come with an AC charger, and it's going to require AAA batteries to run. But if that's not old school, I don't know what is. So last up, we got the Retro Flash news. And this is where I briefly mentioned the stories that we didn't get to go over in the episode, but that you still might be interested in. I found a new article that explains how a photo shoot may have been the catalyst that broke up the band Van Halen. I loved this band growing up, and so it's sort of interesting to see this take on how the band's demise might have happened. And then into some celebrity news. Apparently there was an 80s theme Labor Day party that John Stamos attended recently, and he wore an Uncle Jesse t-shirt to it. I think that's pretty funny, and it kind of shows his sense of humor, and I think I'll link that below as well. Alright, so if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.